everyone. Welcome to In the Psychic Flow. This is our new show, and I'm so happy you could join us tonight. We have a very special guest that I want to talk about. This is a brand new venue for us, and which means that I can't do the show in my pajamas, only the bottom part. And I have put makeup on for this, so I hope you appreciate the extra effort I'm doing here. But so this is it. This is it, me with makeup. And not on radio, on TV. So I'm very excited about this venue, and I'm very excited. Thank you, Tiffany, Michelle White, for all of your hard, diligent work pulling this together. We are speaking to you. I'm streaming to you from Sarasota. It is evening now, and we are hoping that you will jump on and just put in your email and your name on the link, and you'll be able to join us, and it'll be fabulous. We're going to read your comments. And let me introduce Kelly Jo. If you have not talked to her before or not heard her on my show before, she is an excellent medium. She is a very gifted individual in the fact that she can do a lot of things. My primary thing is working with my guide, Walter, who navigates the other worlds for me, and we talk to your departed loved ones. That's my sole purpose. Kelly Jo does that as well, but she's also been used. She's very well-versed in the paranormal. She's a paranormal investigator, and I would say expert. She is also the other realms that people don't want to talk about. Like if you need your house cleaned of any kind of spirits or ghosts or anything like that, Kelly Jo is the person to go to. She's the go-to person. She has also investigated some murders and some crime scenes, and has some very interesting stories. Her website is kellykjopsychic.com. She does private readings. She does a lovely job, and I tell you, everything that I have ever asked, any reading I've ever had with Kelly Jo, she's been spot on. But you will see, because she just nails it. She is incredibly talented, was born this way, and without further ado, let me introduce Kelly Jo. She is remarkable. Kelly, it's wonderful to have you with us today.
For having me, Carolan.
Did I leave anything out?
Nope. Thank you. I love doing this work.
Good. You're so good at it. And you were very lucky to have supportive parents, I understand, to help you through navigate this whole. This is not an easy thing to be born with, I would imagine, right?
No, when I was learning, it was sort of scary because I would see things. I made Mom remove a chair out of my bedroom because somebody was sitting in it every night. Poor Mom.
Wow. And how did they take that? They were used to it, right?
Mom was fine with it. Mom and Dad both were real aware. Like, Dad could build a trailer. Somebody could tell him what they wanted. He could draw it in the sand, and he could build it.
Wow. That's amazing.
And Mom, she would have dreams of when it was happening to people. She asked God to take that away because she would manifest what was happening to the person at the time in her body. So that wasn't good.
No, is that empathic? Would you consider that an empath?
Totally empathic. And then she would, if they were getting burned, she'd manifest burns. If they had a fever, she'd manifest fever.
Oh, I don't think I would do that job.
Yeah, not good. She asked God to take it away.
Oh, God. And how do you, you worked with a couple of police departments using your abilities. And did you have to find a body? Did you find a body for a family?
Yes, I did. It was in Pompano, and he disappeared from a bar. And I went with the police, and the one guy, he kept taking me to all the wrong bars. And I said, the bars need to have gravel, smell like stale beer, and salt water, and have a dock. And he kept taking me to all these other, we finally went to it. And I told him that the guy was wearing a yellow shirt, blue jeans, cowboy boots, was blushing in the back of his head, was in a compact car. And I said he was in a canal. Well, it took them a year to find the car because they did a police dive and the water was low. And they found a whole bunch of other things in the canal too.
Yeah.
But they found the guy just like I said, and it was closure for the people. And I like giving people closure.
Mm-hmm. You're also, I guess you would consider it precognisant, right? When you do predictions.
Yes.
I see you posting some predictions. You also have a YouTube
Yes.
show, and you have a radio show, Biscuits and Tea Mystic on
Yeah.
Block.
I've had you on there.
Yes, I've been in there. I had some great callers. Also, what else are you doing? You're doing you do like your little lessons, I would say, like you talk about a topic.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
On YouTube, yes. I'll do little blurbs, like I did one like you might be psychic if you dream something or if you feel something before it happens. Um, men call it their spidey senses, and I do another one where how to tell if there's a ghost around. You feel chills, the power will go on and off, your batteries will get drained, the radio will goof up. How to tell if somebody's around. Pennies, dimes, quarters, feathers, cardinals, butterflies, a
Right.
song.
Song on the radio. Yep. And people get, I know for myself, I got a little wigged out when in a couple of experiences that I've had. That's why I don't care for the paranormal as much. I'm kind of a scaredy cat. I'd rather just talk to dead people who have made their transition. That's the difference. To me, the paranormal includes energy, entities that haven't moved on or are stuck in a location for some reason. And that could be in your property or your home, correct?
Yes. A lot of times people have hauntings, but it's land ghost. And it's connected to the land before something was put there.
Wow.
A lot of times. And they don't understand that. Give me a brand new house. But two, also you can cohabitate with older ghosts if they're nice, they're curious. When you do like an older home, when you do renovation, that stirs everybody up. And they're like, what you doing? Let me see.
Yeah. I kind of get that impression. Yeah. Older homes also have layers. They probably have layers of like
spirits,
like maybe time dimensions going on at the same time. Is that
absolutely? It can go all the way back. It can go like, for instance, there can be 1800s, again, it can be 1900s. There can be even, passerbys, it can even happen in the 2000s. And some people need to understand that they're gifted and the ghost will be drawn to them. They're like, hello, we see a light and you are delight.
So it's like lighting a candle in the darkness,
right.
They know you can see them, then they're all excited because then now they want to talk. So.
Right. And another thing, hospitals, you can have layer of different spirits at hospitals because they never clean hospitals out, so, you have to clean them out, I get lost in hospitals and I go in the basements and then I go outside and send them all through the light. It's like,
do you, when they professional mediums as yourself, are you on all the time or do you flick a switch and say,
I flick a switch on and off. Otherwise I'd be bombarded. When I was a kid learning, I was just so bombarded. I could hear people's thoughts in houses. I could hear every house I could hear. If they were arguing, I could hear. It was just too much. So I learned to shut off and on. Because they'll give you, your guides don't know that you're human and they can fry you.
Yeah.
And you have to tell them, excuse me, I'm human. You're going to fry me. No, you don't need to give me information 24/7.
Right. You don't want to be tuned in. A lot of people who are learning or coming up through the ranks, they think it's wonderful that they hear, spirit all the time. And I always ask them as a teacher, like, what spirits are you talking to? That's the important thing.
Oh, always ask.
Yeah, you always have to ask who you're speaking with. And if they're not going to provide you with a name and answer some questions, then don't speak to them, because to me, they should be, if they want to make contact with somebody, they want to tell you who they are and they want to talk to you about their life. If, let me ask you this, what would this ability be? Sometimes, and I'm in a big room, or I'm in a room, or I'm in a situation, a meeting or class or a service or something, and I can hear, I can be paying attention to one thing, but what's going on in the room is filtering in, is here in my head. And as I step out of the room, I can sort of hear what that conversation was. I can bring it back. What do you call that?
That's clairaudient recall.
Oh, okay.
So what you're doing is you're jumping into the timeline continuum to get the exact points of what was said in that time frame. In other words, you're going in and out of the timeline continuum.
Okay. Because it's like, you have all this going on, a big show going on or whatever, and then you fine tune it to pick that vibration up again. And the conversation, bits and pieces of the conversation around me will come out. Like I'm hearing it all at once. And then when I step back and I want to listen to that part, I have to like replay that. And I wasn't sure what that was. And I don't even know, but I've been doing it for a long time. I don't even know.
Clairaudient recall.
Very interesting. Thank you for answering that. Where are your questions, people? Where are you, viewers? You can ask us questions. Just don't hang out. So nice to see you both. This is great. I have a question about my mom. I lost her 3 years ago, and I don't feel her around me. Is she here with me? Kelly Jo, what do you think? Rosemary is asking that question about her mom.
Comes back and forth, but she has been around you in the past 2 days. It feels like she's been in the kitchen. Let's see what she writes. Can they understand me?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
So nice to see you both. This is great. I have a question about my mom. I lost her 3 years ago, and I don't feel her around me. That's why okay, that's good to know, she says. That's why people go to mediums, because tell me if you agree with this statement, Kelly Jo. Sometimes we are listening too hard, or we're listening for a message to come in a particular way from our loved ones, and they're a lot more subtle, or they're a lot different, and the vibration is a lot different. You have to understand, we work hard to raise our vibration, and your spirit loved ones have to come down a bit so we can be on the same level. If you're expecting your mom to show a certain sign or to say something in particular, you might miss what she's really trying to do. So she may come in your dreams, or she may be around. What do you think, Kelly?
Yes, because it isn't always as you think it will be. Also, when you're trying to contact somebody from the other side, sometimes you don't get who you want to come through. It's who talks the loudest.
Right. That's very true. This is for Rosemary. Let me see, Rosemary. Rosemary, excuse me. There is a big rose here for you. And she, I get the name of Frank, so I don't know who that is. But she's, your mom is speaking about a man named Frank. I don't know who that is. I have an Uncle Frank, so I don't know if that's it. I don't know if that means anything to you. But she is with a male or two. There's a male or two over there that she's talking about. That was her Uncle Frank. Okay. Wow, that was good, huh? I'm impressed. I'm impressed that like, I don't always
get a great medium.
No, I'm delighted to speak to your loved ones in spirit. I really enjoy this work tremendously, and it has done so much for me personally. I can't even tell you. So I'm getting a thumbs up, and I'm kind of getting what I want to say to you from your mom and uncle is there's some new path that you're going on. He's telling me to pull a card. I don't usually use cards, so this is an experiment. He is saying whatever path you're going on, some new path, venture, relationship, job, something. I think it's career, they're telling me. is a great thing. And you get the Grail Knight. And I'm really not sure why that is, but let's see what it says. It says romance, illusion, and seeking the sacred. So if you're looking for somebody, this might be the card. I'm just saying. This deck is Wisdom of Avalon. So somebody gave me these, and once in a while I use them. And I thought I would use them because we're on TV and I can show you the cards. So I feel as if there's somebody great, something great going on, a new venture, career, something like that coming up for you, Rosemary. And I hope that makes sense to you. Kelly Jo, do you have anything you want to add?
You're also going to add to your work, and you're going to get a promotion. And there could be a move. So it looks like a move, and 2 states up north of us, north of where you are. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. She said that was great. That would be nice. Haven't been looking, but always open to it. My job is 2 years old. I love it. Well, you might get a promotion. So you never know. We never know what's going to happen. And that's how spirit works. So thank you, Kelly Jo. Thank you, Rosemary, for answering your question. Thank you for joining our show and being in our green room. Who else do we have? She said, thank you both. She enjoyed it.
You're welcome.
Who else do we have here? Anybody else looking for, you're getting like private readings tonight, so jump on. I know what I want to do. Let me pull a card for Kelly Jo. I have a question for you.
Okay.
My daughter, I had told her, she asked me, she goes, okay, Mom, when am I going to get a job? She's been out of work for a while. And all of a sudden, when she asked me if I volunteered this, then she would be mad at me. So but she asked me on her own,
okay,
then, that was okay. So, and it just came right in that it would be a company, blah, 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 going towards veterinary. A friend was going to refer her, and it would be in February. Yeah. So she was very happy to hear that. And it came about. So now she's on her final interview tomorrow. How do you think that's going to go?
She'll get it.
Oh, thank God. That's what I told her. I just wanted to make sure because I was a little worried. I'm sure she was worried too. She's like ready to go.
She's going to be like the helper with the vet. She's like, she'll help put the dogs in the cages. She'll help with the vet. She's going to learn. Is she planning to go to vet school?
No, she's a pharmaceutical rep. And medical device, and the company that she's going to is some kind of lab kind of work, and they are branching off into veterinary medicine, and that's her. She runs a rescue, so she's got like 5 dogs, so she is very interested in that. She could easily be a vet tech, but of course that doesn't pay big money. So
right,
but she's very good with animals, loves them, and she's just amazing with them. Amazing. So she wants to do something with that. So I'm glad. Good. Thank you very much for that confirmation. I don't think she's watching tonight. You never know. She doesn't usually listen to me. Once in a while, she says, oh, I heard you had a great show. Be nice if you listen once in a while. It's okay. It's in the family. So who else do we have? Anybody else we have?
I don't see anybody yet.
Okay. All right. Well, they'll let us know. There's people hanging out in the green room, but they're not talking to us. So let me, how's my little girl? How's my little dog that passed away yesterday?
Oh, she's happy. She picked 6 months old.
I was worried about it.
And then you'll feel her at the foot of your bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had a rough, this last week was really hard on both of us. And so I'm glad she went the way she went.
Over quickly.
Yeah, she was ready to go. Was really hard. So I'm glad to get that confirmation. When you, let me ask you, Kelly Jo, KellyJoPsychic.com, when people book a reading with you, you have a very interesting way of doing readings. First of all, your readings go, it's the same price. And if it goes an hour, it goes an hour, right?
And if it goes less, that's what it is. Okay. Because the energy, tunes in and turns off. And I can give you pages and pages and pages. People get stuck on the hour part, but it's like it runs. I say it, I make them write notes, and that's how it rolls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like I do half hours, but I say 30 to 40 minutes because I like to keep it. If I get to, because I try not to, go too long because then I feel iffy. I start doubting myself. I like to just get it done and just give what I get. And usually by that time I'm done. But with you, it's more relaxed, I would say. I don't know. So I thought that was unusual for one price and to go as long as you do, which is amazing. To me, that's wonderful. It's very nice of you to do that.
Well, thank you. Sometimes people don't understand, but I explain it to them, and then I say, well, didn't I give you a whole bunch of pages of stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, not worth every penny.
And what kind of readings do you do? What are people most interested in?
Well, health, love, job, where they're going to live. I love it. I love doing houses. They cut the roof off and I can tell them what the house looks like and how many rooms it has and how it's decorated and all that stuff too.
It's like remote viewing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, it must be amazing to have all of these things. I didn't realize what gifts I really had. I was a Reiki master, so that took many years. I took my time, went through 3 states doing Reiki. And when I was doing Reiki, I started to see people, and I guess they were gifted, And then I trained, I came here to Florida and I trained to be a platform medium at this church. And that's when they told me, you're very psychic. And I was like, really? I didn't really know. So I had to learn the difference between the psychic work and the mediumship work. And they're 2 different skills. So I call myself a psychic medium because there are 2 different. For you, it's like one big bubble, I would say.
Well,
correct? Kelly
yeah,
Jo.
but it isn't a one-upping thing. Somebody wrote something. Hold on.
It says, Kelly Jo, 6 years ago, my dog Apollo died suddenly in my arms. We never found out what he died from. Will he reveal that, or does it even really matter? That's from Tiffany.
Well, he loved you, but it feels like embolism. Died quick. And it had to do with the heart, but he loved you, and he comes and goes in and out. And you hear him in the kitchen sometimes. You hear him lapping water.
Yeah. Yes, she said it was fast, and she said yes. Oh, that's nice. She said yes, thank you. It feels like a big dog, doesn't it? Is it a big dog?
Yeah. Was it big?
Let's see. Let's see if she says it. Make sure. She wanted to make sure. Yes, he was a big dog. She wanted to make sure that she didn't make a mistake in his care.
No.
Don't we question ourselves? I mean, I know my little pup is in spirit. She was 17 years old. I had her for 12 years. She had a good second chance. But, you just feel, did I do enough? Did I care for her enough? So you always question yourself, always.
After both of you did the best you could, and you gave all, both of you. You couldn't have done any more.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Tiffany. She said, yes, we do that. We second guess ourselves. Thank you, Tiffany, for joining our conversation tonight on In the Psychic Flow. I'm very happy to meet you. I would like to say to you, we're going to be spoiling them now when we do this until we get the callers we used to have jumping on. They're going to get like individual little readings here, but I have to kind of say something to Tiffany about an older man in spirit who sounds like a grandfather to me. And I want to say, I want to say I can see your dog. I can almost see a dog with him. So I think he's just here to reassure you that he has your bruiser, your big bruiser, Apollo. And he said, what I'm kind of getting is he's saying he's a guide dog now. Apollo's a guide dog now. He gets to show people around, and he walks around with your grandfather. I believe it's a grandfather. It's an older male in spirit. She said, oh, that's great. That's great. Good. Well, I hope that is helpful to you. And I know I was wondering myself, I was like, gee, I wonder who my dog is with, if my mother has seen the dog. And she said, yes, that was very helpful. Thank you, Kelly.
Your mother's with your dog.
My mother is with my dog.
Your mother is with your dog.
Okay. She loved Cairn Terriers, loved them. She had one, Pancake. My father got it for her. And that's why I had it. Yeah.
Pancake's with the other dog. They're jumping and playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. She loved them. It's so sad. Isn't it true? When you lose a pet, it's like than a person or a person. It's terrible.
Yes. There are fur babies. There are our friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
And I did, since I retired from my full-time job, I've been doing this full-time now. And the animals have just been taken out too that are sick. And she was one of them. And I've just been caretaking like crazy. And then we had this flea outbreak, which has been going on since Thanksgiving. And I think we're almost at the end. And I wasted so much time with it. I'm just exhausted, you know. And I wasted so much time trying to take care of it. I never had to call pest control before, but because of the climate, I'm told that's what's going on. But I think we're home free now, so we're doing pretty good. So let me pull a card for you, Kelly. Oh, look at this. Here, this is for Tiffany. This is called The Dog. And it says loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love. So I have a feeling. She says, oh, wow, that's very helpful. And this is yours. This one is yours, Kelly Jo, the Earth Fairy.
Oh, wow.
And it says physical health, grounding, and foundation. So there you go, my dear. There's a lovely lady there for you.
Thank you. That's neat.
Yeah. Wow. These are beautiful cards, by the way. Somebody gave them to me as a gift, and they're really quite nice. I don't read tarot. I tried. Do you use tarot cards at all? Oh, you do? I tried to teach myself, and when I was living in Pennsylvania, and I have a few decks, different decks, and I am so impatient, you know, and if I don't get like the cards I want, if I don't like the cards, I keep pulling cards.
Oh, funny.
You know, so I'm really not good at this. And
I can go get my cards if you want me to. Want me to go get them?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I know you're the pro. I'm just doing it because to really see how people like it, or if anybody likes it.
Oh, I think it's great. I love cards.
You do? See, I don't use that. I write everything. I write things down in my little book, and I was taught that by a medium. And what I'd like to do, if anybody's out there who's trying to work as a psychic, one of the things I started with was phone readings, and I didn't have a lot of clients in Sarasota, so I was asking people to send me people, and I ended up reading people all over the United States, and then I started getting people in Vietnam and Canada and Brazil and a few other places. Phone. Skype, I'm not that great. I'm not that great with Skype. I don't know why. And I didn't know how this was going to work. Maybe I'm better now. Maybe this is, I didn't even think about it that I couldn't do this. But I'm reading the handwriting. So I don't know. I mean, that what's typed in, that doesn't make sense, right? I had trouble. I had a test for an agency, and I had to do a Skype interview, and I had to read 5 people. And I really, 2 of them I did really well, and I needed 3 to pass, so I didn't do that great. Now, but in person, I was better, or on the phone. But Skype, I had a hard time. I don't know why that is. I didn't feel the energy of the person. On the phone, I feel great. I love doing phone. I prefer to do phone than anything.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Because that's real. You get the vibration.
Mm-hmm.
of the person, better.
Yeah, and you're getting what you're getting, and you don't have to please them. You don't have to look at them like, are they taking this or not taking it?
Right.
To me, it's a lot of work to get. Sometimes it's a lot of work when you got somebody in front of you, if they're not listening or they interject. So what I learned to do is I would start writing things down on a pad of paper that I was getting, and as they took them, I checked them off. And that was validation that I was right. And if I made sure in a half hour, 40-minute reading, I got at least 15 evidential pieces. And that's how you test yourself. And that, to me, that's one way to improve yourself, if anybody is learning. So I'm always trying to teach. I'm a great teacher, real.
You are a great teacher.
Oh, thank you. I don't get an opportunity. So I guess I'm going to have to.
You're going to have to teach classes, Carolan.
Yeah. Well, I've tried. I have tried a couple places, but I think I'm going to do more of this. I think I'm going to do more webinars or live things, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I hope that is correct. This is from Sharon watching. Just have a lot going on with work and finances and was wondering if things will work out. Also missed my son who passed. Oh, I'm sorry. What do you get, Kelly? Nellie Joe.
There's like tension at work, but you got to let it calm down. And you get dreams of your son all the time. So he does come and visit you all the time. You need to budget better. You're going to have to do beans and weenies, but you'll be all right. Go ahead, Carolan.
What I got with this young man, I don't have his name, but I get blue jeans with him. I don't know if that is your son or if that's somebody else, but I kind of feel I'm only seeing from like the waist down, and I feel like blue jeans. I also feel like a lighter. I want to say a lighter. Laura's on here. Thanks, Laura. I can use all the compliments I can get. Thank you. I feel like I want to say wheat for some reason. I don't know if I want to say wheat colored hair, like wheat in the field, wheat like blonde, but I feel lighter haired your son lighter haired with, or a young man, blue jeans and wheat colored hair. I want to say that, or the word wheat. Like, I don't know if he was out in the country. I don't know what happened. I also want to say accidentally on purpose or accident with him. And I don't know if that is true, but this is kind of what I'm getting. And, I'm also getting for you, I hope I'm doing this right. If I'm not, I screwed up. It's for somebody. If it's not for you, it's for somebody else. I get the clattering, the Irish symbol of love and trust and loyalty is the two hands, the crown, the two hands, and a heart. And that's the clattering. And I get that for Sharon. So I hope that she answers me. Sharon, are you there? What do you get, Kelly, on that, son?
Well, I get more peaceful.
Yeah.
And he's off learning and doing, and
what do you
there's
get?
like a clarity, and they're showing me. I'm hearing forever in blue jeans.
Oh, okay.
Because of your blue jeans.
Okay.
Neil Diamond saying that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do get more relaxed with this boy. I think there must have been some turmoil, young man, turmoil surrounding his life and his passing. And of course, a mom would be in absolute turmoil, but I feel something other than that. And I hope that gives her some peace that he is okay. Yes. And I do feel more peaceful. And I do see St. Francis of Assisi. So I don't know if he had a bond with that, if there was any Catholicism in the family, or, oh, that was from Laura. Laura is in a remote viewing class right now, but she wants to wish us a great show. Thank you, Laura. That's Laura Romero, another radio show host on Goldylocks Productions, and she has the Angels and Healing Light Show on Tuesdays. So you have to look for that. This young man that passed, Sharon's not answering the mom, but I feel as if there was some kind of turmoil, and that you're right. He is much more relaxed and more peaceful. And I think that's what the blue jeans is relaxed too, is a relaxed feeling and nice. So Sharon, I hope you can take that. And I hope that gives you some peace of mind. We have anybody else in the chat room waiting? We got 9 people. Come on, people. This is your opportunity to speak with Kelly Jo, who is professional psychic medium, paranormal expert. What else do you do? Crime investigation, house cleansings. Now, this is very important. There is nobody around here that does that. We have 2 groups, paranormal groups in Sarasota that I interviewed both of them, and they're the Soul Sisters and Paranormal Investigative Science. Dr. Brittany is on that group, and Chris is the other girl in Soul Sisters. Both fabulously, very well educated people doing this paranormal investigation, blending science and what they find. I think they're more on the science end than you would be, where you're more on the feeling and the story kind of part. I don't think they get that. They're not psychic mediums. They're just very well individual. Somebody like you would be an asset. So I hope they're watching the show, because they really need to call you to do investigation. You haven't done that in a while. You used to do it all the time, right?
No, I don't have anybody to do it with anymore. You can't go by yourself.
Okay, right. They should invite you down. So Soul Sisters, if you're paying attention, Soul Sisters Paranormal or Sarasota Paranormal Investigative Science, please look up Kelly Jo Psychic, because she's the bomb. Anyway, why was I talking about that? Why was I talking about that?
Because the clearing and stuff.
Yeah, because of your abilities.
Well, when it's really bad, we send it through the light. We clear it,
Yeah. See, that's what they have.
But you don't ever go by yourself.
Right.
And, it can get, I don't allow it to get real wild, like one time during Halloween, I was asked to go do a house cleansing, and this poor guy was getting thrown around the room and yanked out of bed and all that stuff. And he says, "Can you come?" He goes, "Is it going to be like The Exorcist?" I said, "If it is, I'm leaving."
What was that? Is it a poltergeist? What is that?
What happened was the girl's ex-boyfriend got killed in a car wreck. He thought she was cheating with him on him.
Oh.
And he came back and he thought, he didn't know he was dead.
Oh. Well, that explains it.
So we had to send him through the light and, got that situation, fixed up.
Yeah, sometimes I think when there's a traumatic death, they're not quite sure they're dead. You would know better than I do. They're not quite sure. And where do they think they are? If they don't think they're dead, what do they think's going on?
They're normal. They think they go to their house, they go to bed, they think they're going to have their life, And the same way, another thing that I really want to talk about is suicide. When somebody commits suicide, there's no purgatory or judgment. They go, I call it the green room, and they go there to heal because they're confused, and they need to heal, and they need a quiet, gentle place, and then they get to come out and do their soul's journey again, and pick what they want to learn and everything. But sometimes it hurts them so bad they just can't do it anymore. I'm not condoning suicide, and they need compassion, because people judge too much of what happens when people do that, and sometimes it just hurts them totally to be here.
Yeah, I had to learn after I had several suicides in a row, families of suicide people, victims in a row, and the families are devastated. But And sometimes we think we were brought up, especially Catholics, that you can't do that. That's a sin, blah, blah, blah. But they don't look at it like that anymore, thank goodness. You have to understand about mental illness and people that are in that deep depression or that hole, an abyss. They're only here. They're not thinking about anybody else.
No.
All you can see is this pain, and they just want the pain to stop. They're not thinking about who they're leaving behind. Sometimes they think they're relieving you of a burden,
Correct.
And I have found I had a lot of people experience when I tell them that their loved one is on the other side, or with God, or with Jesus, and showing me who greeted them and that they're in heaven. They're shocked. They're like so relieved to know that their loved one's not spinning around in hell or purgatory. I'm not saying those places aren't around, but when they want to see God, that's it. They go to God. That's it. And it's all forgiven. Everything is forgiven. They just were not able to make it this time,
Right.
It is a very deep topic, and it affects a lot of people. So
totally. Absolutely. And the green room isn't a punishment. It's just a healing place.
Right. I agree with you. What's this? Should I be searching for another? Emily, thank you for joining us. Hi, work is up and down, and I'm not thrilled lately, but I really don't know anything else. Should I be searching for another career? What do you think, Kelly Jo?
Right now, no, but start learning something different so that you can go from one thing to another. Don't cut your nose off to spite your face. But yes.
Emily, I feel like I have an aunt in spirit for you, and I want to say to you, you missed your calling. That's what she's saying to me. You missed your true calling. You did what you had to do, like a lot of us, right? We do what we have to do to pay the rent or the bills or whatever. And I've done this on the side. I've done my psychic mediumship work as a professional part-time for 10 years. So while I was working full-time and serving at the church, I had my own business. I almost feel like that's what you're going to do. Like you might open up another avenue to something else, whether you're as an entrepreneur or something about beauty. You're a beautiful girl. I'm getting from the other side. You're a beautiful girl. You missed your calling. It's time to enjoy life and stop slaving away, kind of thing. But like Kelly Jo suggests, you're going to segue into it is the best way. I mean, I just didn't quit my job and say, oh, I think I'll just be a psychic medium. A lot of people do that, and you will go hungry, I retired. I realized I was able to put some ducks in a row and do that. I was very fortunate to be able to do that. And I'm very grateful to have the opportunity. But you have to have a plan B because you never know. But I do feel that you missed your calling. I think she missed her calling for sure. And it's something to do with beauty and art and creativity. I don't know what it is. What do you think, Kelly?
She's going to pick it up now. You know? And then she has a Mary who's passed on. And Aunt Mary, she's really strong. So she needs to ask an old person who Mary was.
Yeah.
And then this person has a George connected to him too. George.
Okay. What I pulled a card for Emily, and it is the eagle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And it says spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. So I didn't know that hawks or the eagle, that looks like a hawk to me, but that eagle is connected to the spirit, to the angelic realm. Did you? I didn't know that.
Well, the Indians believe they carry prayers to God.
Oh, okay. Then that's why. Okay. Gotcha. So Emily, what do you think? By Anna. Hi, Carolan and Kelly. I'm ready to meet my most compatible partner for marriage. Do you pick up any info about him and when I will meet him? Thank you both.
You have an opening to meet him this September. He looks like he'll have salt and pepper hair. He feels like he has a close, nice beard. It's not pickery. Mustache and beard. 6'2". And it looks like you're going to meet him when you're going to go to some kind of function or something that you're really interested in. You normally don't ever do this, but you're going to sign up and go. And it'll be in another state like it looks like St. Louis because they're showing me the arch. So that's what I'm seeing. But you can't pounce on him. You have to date. There you go. I'm done.
Anna. Okay, let me see. Anna. Oh, Anna. Ooh, she likes those. I kind of get the impression she likes those dark, tall, handsome.
Oh,
type.
yeah.
Yeah, dark hair.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
Italian or Hispanic or some dark kind of.
Very handsome.
Yeah, and I feel a little, can't pounce on her. Haha, she's laughing. I feel a little salsa dancing here, honey. I feel like a little Roomba or something.
Ooh,
So,
tango. Ooh.
Tango. Woo! She goes, I do like the dark, tall, handsome type. So there we go. Anna, you go, girl. But I think this is the year. I think I get 2021. I think this is the prep year. And I think you snag them by 2021. And it's all practice, sweetheart. It's all practice. And it feels like, and he wears gold around his neck. He has a cross or something here, right?
A giant horn.
A horn.
Horn. Yeah, I got goosebumps.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ooh, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry. Oops.
No, that's okay. So you get that too? So you feel I feel he's got a sexy vibe.
Oh yeah. She needs to learn salsa dancing before she needs them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you better practice that, Anna. I know I would have to take a dance class, adult ed or something, and get your groove back on. And I also feel, because I think you put your groove on the shelf. I mean, mine's on the back burner so long I forgot what it even looks like. She goes, I won't bounce. I'm gonna take a dance class. Good. So you're going to dust that off, your sexy off, and you're going to be amazing. And I wish you a lot of luck with that. I think it's going to go very well. Might be a D name. Is there a D name?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a Daniel, David,
yeah.
Demetrius, Dominic.
Yeah.
Dennis, something. Okay. And yeah, there's like a big, whoops, I forgot to turn my thing down. There's like a big conference room or something, like a big ballroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's about, if that's about work or.
And it will lead to marriage.
It will?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Down the road, and 2022.
Dominique, she said, I was getting that too, Dominique. Could be Dominic.
Yeah.
Something like that. And she says, oh, I can't wait. So you go, girl, you go in, and lots of luck to you, honey. I like to see people happy, and I think that's what's going to happen for you. So God bless. That's great. I love to see other people matched up, not myself, but other people. She's like, can't wait to put up a smiley face there. She's happy. Good. I want to talk about a little bit more. We have a few minutes left. I can slip another question in if somebody is waiting. So please pounce on that opportunity. You don't want to miss Kelly Jo. Her website is kellyjopsychic.com. We have a few more interesting guests also coming up. Next week is the 30th, and that's going to be a mystery guest because I'm not sure. I want to walk my guests through the procedure here. This went way easier than I expected. Didn't you think, Kelly Jo?
Oh yeah.
This is with Crowdcast. This is fabulous.
Really nice.
She put your link up again. So I think the green room, how are you enjoying the green room? Are you talking to each other? Oh, she has my website up, which is carolancarey.com. I hope that you will consider me your spirit connection. Love to meet your family. I really enjoy working with spirit. And my name is Carolan, Carolan, and Carey, Carey.com. A few seconds ago. I didn't respond earlier, but thank you so much. So I think that you are more than welcome. We are delighted to have you. We can put another question in here. If somebody is vacillating, this is your opportunity to get to Kelly Jo, because she's a busy girl. I can tell you she travels quite a bit, from St. Pete to, where are you up? Are you in St. Pete?
I'm going to Melbourne this week. I'm going to be at the Mystic Fair up there, so you can find me up there if you live up there.
Right. And she also goes to Naples. Did you go to Naples? Sarasota? Yep. So please check out her website and her events. Check out her radio show, Biscuits and Tea Mystic on Blog Talk Radio. Very good show. She interviews guests as well. And you've been interviewed on some great programs.
Oh, I want to put a plug in for the social psychic, Jason Zook. Yes. He's going to have me on in the future again, too.
Oh, and good.
You look her up. She's a great medium. You need to talk to her.
Yeah, I love what I do. Finally have an opportunity to do it and spend more time on it. And I just love what I'm doing. I just love it.
One more
question. Anything on my relationship? I've been with him for a long time, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for the next step. What do you think?
I get just keep it as it is. It's easier that way. I know that reader.
You know what I'm going to interject. Let me interject a moment. I must get this from Psychic Joanne Leo. She's going to be one of my future guests, so you definitely, and Laura Romero, of course. Both great radio personalities, fabulous readers, just love them. Psychic Joanne Leo will tell you, you must tune into that show, and I will let you know when that is. She uses your birth date and your birth name. I feel like you're swimming, your relationship, it's like you're both in a canoe with no paddles. You're just like adrift. You know, you don't have a destination. You don't have a purpose. We don't have a ring. We don't have, where are we going? I mean, it's okay. You know, it's casual Friday, but you know, who wants to live the rest of their life casual Friday? I don't want a relationship necessarily, but if I had one, or if I was looking at somebody, I would want somebody as a companion. I don't have to be married again. I mean, you know, I've been married twice. I don't need to be married. But I would like someone that's a partner, that we're compatible, that we enjoy spending time together. We don't even have to live together, you know, vacation together, spend weekends together. That's fine. I don't want a crowd, but this feels more loosey-goosey to me than I would like. And I don't know if you're a young woman. She's not saying how old she is. I've been with him for a long time, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for the next step. If you're not sure, then I would keep it the way it is or trade him in. I'm 20. She's a baby. 29.
You got many years ahead of you yet.
Yeah. This could be practice. You know, everything's practice. This could be practice for the real thing.
You're never with the one you fall in love with first. You outgrow them. Unless you're an old person and you meet them when you're in school, like way back, and then you live together and you're married 60, 75 years, that's a soulmate forever, ever, ever. But nowadays, our souls are older, and yeah. You got something really better coming that will adore you, love you, and sweep you off your feet and look at you like they mean it. It won't be come see, come saw. Oops.
I agree with that.
Say what Carolan said.
You're too young to be in a rut. You got plenty of time to be in a rut later. I love ruts. I mean, I put up curtains, you know, I put flowers outside my rut. I'm good in a rut. I'm okay with that. But you're a young person. You're a young woman and you're beautiful and you're intelligent. I think what the problem is, we have a lack of confidence here. And I think that when we're looking at career-wise,
Yeah, there's still time.
there's something going on. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Do we have a few seconds? Yes, we do.
We have 5 minutes yet.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, ask.
I have a question. Yes. Oop.
Oops.
Didn't mean. My sister-in-law's boyfriend is in a coma. Ugh.
Well, he's going and doing stuff spiritually. You know, he's leaving his body, coming and going. Is there?
Is he already?
He's still here. You know, he's not dead, but he's traveling. He has to decide to come back to his body.
Yeah. He's got 1 foot here and 1 foot over there.
Yeah.
Which is not unusual.
He's crossing the river and coming back, crossing the river and coming back, crossing the river and coming back.
Sharon said she knew it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. He's, you know, I think the love of your sister-in-law's boyfriend, the love for this girl is probably keeping him from going totally. So, but I don't know what kind of shape he will have to, him and his group, his spirit guides will have to. She wants him to go. So he must not be able to function after this. So I kind of get the feeling that he needs to go. He's a vegetable. Yeah. Okay. So what I would say is if he knows that he's not going to be able to be the way he was previously, then he's going to want to go. But I think her love and the way he feels about her is keeping him coming back.
She needs to tell him it's okay to go.
Right. This is killing her. Talk to him. He can hear you. Tell him how much you love him. Tell him it's okay, because there's a lot of wonderful things waiting for him on the other side. He's got a mother figure there.
His dad.
Yeah, and his dad. So there are people there, she said, yes, that want him. And he has a lot of work to do on the other side to help other people. So he's going to be like a guide or an assistant helping people. And he's very pleased about that, but he's not so sure about leaving her. And she has to talk to him every day and just tell him, I love you. You're beautiful. It's the right thing to do. What you're feeling, what you're visiting, what you're seeing. Don't stay here for me, whatever, however you want to word that, is just talk to him. Let him know how you feel.
It's all right to go.
Yeah, it's okay. So God bless you, honey. I hope your sister-in-law has some peace. She said, thank you. I'll tell her. That's a great, I'm really enjoying this format. I really am enjoying the whole format. This is a lot of fun. And she said they're enjoying it too. I think our guests that are signing into the green room happen to like it very much, and I'm glad. It's amazing how it works.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, for quote of the night. I love my rut. I hang up curtains and I put flowers around it by Carolan. Thank you, Tiffany. That is our one. Agree. Emily agrees with me. And thanks, ladies. You're wonderful. You're both wonderful. Thank you so much. I want to thank Kelly Jo Psychic for joining us. She is such a talented gal. You are dynamite. I love working with you because we both get on the same track, and I really like that.
And we have fun. It's fun.
Yeah, and it is a lot of fun. Rosemary said, this is wonderful. Thank you, ladies. She really enjoyed it. Thank you to all the people who signed in and joined us tonight in the Psychic Flow. I hope you will join us next week. Goldylocks Productions says, thank you, Carolan and Kelly Jo. Thank you, viewer, for a wonderful show. Please catch us next week. Thank you for joining us. Good night.